I suggest sitting on a couple of blocks. That just lets your knees drop below your hips. And just take a moment, draw your shoulders up, around, and back a few times. Up, around, and back. Really emphasize that back. So pull the shoulder blades down your back. And then move those shoulders forward a few times. Draw the shoulders all the way up towards your ears. Take a big, long, deep, smooth breath. Inhale and exhale, drop the shoulders down, slide them down. 2 more, inhale, pull those shoulders up. I'm just going to turn this music down a little bit. And exhale, drop them down your back. And 1 more, inhale, pull those shoulder blades all the way up towards your ears. And this time, maybe drop your head back for a second. So just a little squeeze. And exhale, drop it back down. Just place your hands at your heart. Drop your chin towards your chest. And let's just take 3 long, deep, smooth breaths in. Inhale through your nose. And for the first one, exhale, sigh it out of your mouth. And 2 more, inhale, fill yourself up. Been in so many places, exhale, sigh it out. Take those hands onto your rib cage for a lateral breath. Inhale, feel those ribs expand. And then slide them in, contract. And 1 more, inhale. And exhale. And then take those hands back behind you. Inhale, feel that back body. And exhale, release. Drop your chin towards your chest and make little semicircles. There's something strange about it. And then you can come off of those blocks. I'm sorry, I hope you guys can see me this way. Come off of your blocks. We're going to drop down with the right hand, reach up and over with the left. Stretch, push away with the opposite hip. Really stretch to the side. And then come back to the center. Reach up. Good morning, welcome, and overstretch. Back to the center. 1 more time each side. Inhale and exhale. Really stretch. Maybe bend that bottom elbow. Back to the center. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Come back to the center. Drop your shoulder blades down your back a little bit so you're squeezing. And then we're just going to twist. Drop your back hand down and reach up and over. So little side bend with a twist. Back to center. Other side. Reach up and over. 1 more each side. Inhale and exhale. And back to the center. Twist and reach up and over. Come back to the center. Extend your legs long for a moment. Come onto your sitting bones. Just point and flex your toes. Make little circles with your feet. And then we're going to come into a mermaid position. So I'm going to turn sideways. I think I could be seen that way and be seen by you. So come into mermaid position. You may notice that your hip hikes up a little bit. Mine does on the right side. You're going to drop down with your hand. You can have your hand on a block. Reach up and over. So you're in that mermaid. And then come back up. 2 more like that. Reach up and over. And then come down. Last one. Come up and over. This time, lift those hips up so you're stretching those frontal hip flexors. Take a big, deep, smooth breath here. Inhale. And exhale. As you come down, you're going to take that knee and stack it along the other one. Your hand is down. We're going to reach up, come into a little side plank variation, and drop it down. 2 more. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, down. So starting to fire up those obliques. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Swing those legs around. Find your mermaid second side. See if you can get both hips down. You may notice the difference between sides. Drop down. Put your hand with that front knee. Reach up and over. And then bring it back. 2 more. Last one. Lift it up. And drop it down. 3 more times like that. Inhale. And exhale. And then when you're ready, stack those knees by your modified Bhaskara. side plank pose. Reach it up like a rainbow and drop it down. We're going to go for 4. Last one here. Come on to sit. I'm going to stay sideways here. Hope that works for everybody. So you're going to start with your knees in front of you. Hold on behind, round your spine, coming into that Pilates curve. Just find yourself here just for a moment. Inhale. And then exhale, bring yourself back up. 2 more. Draw those abdominals in, just warming them up. Exhale, round up. It's still too loud for music, I think. Couple more. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale, roll it down. Hold it here. Release your hands just for a moment. And it's not really the 100, but we're just going to come into a little reach with those fingers for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Lift yourself up. Come onto your toes. Draw your chest through a little bit. See if you can squeeze those knees a little bit closer together. We're going to drop the knees to the right, and your body's going to go to the left. Come back to center. This is oblique work. So you're just doing a little bit of a twist. See if you can get it. Not easy. It's a little hard. Once you've gotten it, maybe lift it up. See if you can get it. Doesn't have to be big. Little coordination, little oblique work. One more. And then come back up. Grab the magic circle. Hold it in between your hands. You're going to round your spine down again. Lift the circle up and down. For 5. Hi. We got the magic circle today by popular demand. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. A little bit more oblique work. Over to one side, to center. Over the other. As you keep lifted. You want to be like Terry and make it super hard. 2 more. Last one. Come back to center. Keep that magic circle. We're going to come right down onto our back. So come onto your back. Place the magic circle between your ankles. And take a moment here. Just drop your head down. Release your head. If your knees don't straighten because your hamstrings are tight, don't worry about it. Just keep them bent. So we're going to tick-tock here. So you're drawing your abdominals in. Again, this is oblique work. We're going to drop the feet over to one side. Doesn't have to be big. Probably shouldn't. And then scoop up to center. Drop to the other side. Up to center. One side. To center. Other side. To center. A few more like that. Yeah, see if you can keep between the ankles. You've got to use those inner thighs. That's why the magic circle makes it a little bit harder. And we're going to keep it in the middle. And we're going to engage our lower abdominals. And you're just going to lift it up. So it's nice to have the hands underneath the hips here. Just a little support. Lift it up and down. Pull those lower abdominals in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Anyone feel this? So we're going to go over to the right. Drop it down a little. Come back through center and lift it up. Go to the left. Come around a little. Try to keep that circle. Lift it up. Just 2 more. It's really hard. But you should feel your core will be ready to go. Last one. Remove that circle. Stretch your arms. Stretch your legs. Stretch in 2 directions. Stretch it out. Reach it out. And then when you're ready, roll yourself up. Reach forward and come onto our hands and knees. Let's all meet in hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. So coming into our tabletop position. Just finding yourself here with a few cat-cows. So inhale, arch, look up, fill your lungs, lift your heart. Exhale, curl and round your spine. Inhale, arch, look up. I like to tuck my toes under and stretch them out a little bit here. Exhale, curl and round. Few more. Inhale, arch. Just kind of maybe bend your elbows a little so you can really get that chest through. Exhale, curl and round. Draw your abdominals in. One more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. This time, drag those fingers in towards you. Come onto the shins. Reach up, touch up. Exhale, push the air away. Fold yourself forward, release. Two more like that. Inhale, arch, just syncing our breath with our movement. Exhale, curl and round. Hips back towards heels. Draw those fingers in. Reach up, touch up. Exhale, come all the way down. Last one here. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Hips back towards heels. Reach up, touch up. Hands on your hips. We're going to step forward with your left leg. So stepping forward with the left leg, finding a lunge. Take a moment to tuck your pelvis under so you can feel that frontal hip flexor stretch. Interlace your thumbs here. Take a breath, maybe a slight back bend. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart, and we're going to twist towards that bent knee. Back to center. Lift it up, maybe interlace those thumbs. Back to center, twist opposite direction. Come back to center, reach it up. Inhale, exhale, twist. And one more inhale, exhale, twist. Place your hands on that knee, untuck the back leg, lift it up, find your balance here. Reach those arms up, maybe straighten that back leg. You can stay down if the balance is difficult for you. Same thing, interlace those hands, pull them to heart, see if you can twist. Back to center, a little bit harder here to say the least, and then twist other direction. Back to center, reach those arms up, let those hands come down, and either come into downward facing dog or right back to your tabletop. Whatever works for you. If you don't like down dog, come right back into your tabletop. Wherever you are, we're going to take 3 breaths here. If you're in tabletop, maybe come into some cat cows. If you're in down dog, maybe bend and straighten your legs. Inhale and exhale for 1. Inhale, exhale for 2. Inhale, exhale for 3. If you're in down dog, just come right back into your tabletop position. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, curl and round your spine. Drag those fingers in. Reach up, touch up. Second side, step forward with your right foot this time. Take a moment, see if you can find that stretch in the frontal hip flexor. They get so tight. Reach those arms up. Bring your hands to your heart and then twist away. So you really need to engage those inner thighs. Back to center. Reach those fingers up. Maybe slight back bend. Bring your hands down and twist other direction. Come back to the center. One more time each side. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe twist a little deeper. Twist is coming from the torso. And back to center. Twist in. Reach those arms up and then place them on your thigh. Use that for leverage. Tuck the back toe under. Lift yourself up. Keep that front knee bent to start. Pelvis tucked under. And then straighten. See if you can find that balance. Interlace those hands. Maybe slight back bend. Hands to your heart. Twist. Back to center. We're moving fairly slowly. It's much harder. Reach those arms up. One more twist each side. And then step the back foot to meet the front. Come into a chair squat. So your feet are open a little bit here. Reach those arms up. Find that chair squat. Tuck your tailbone under a little bit. And then bring those fists in fists of fire. Inhale and exhale. Move with your breath. Few more. See if you can lift those toes. Weight should be on the feet. My feet are open, but together straight 2. Last one here. Hold it here. We're going to twist. So we're finding a twist to your left side. Back through the center. Twist to the right side. Back to the center. You can make it bigger by using your elbows or opening those arms. Whatever works for you. Hands on the sacrum is a lot too. Few more. So find that twist, the twist that works for you. And then hands at your heart center. Push into your hands. Push as hard as you can. And then come all the way up, 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 all the drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, reach those arms up, get really long. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge at your hips, fold your body forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push down to lift up. Exhale, hands to heart. Two more. Inhale, get really long. Exhale, side out, release. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Maybe your hands are on your shins. Exhale, release. Inhale, push down to lift up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, working those legs. We're going to curtsy lunge. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Sink it down. Inhale, open. Exhale. Moving with your breath, trying to find that balance. We'll use those inner thighs. Last one here. Hold it, pulse. Find that strength. Beautiful, everybody. And then we're going to step it out. Reach up and over. Back to center, up and over. Second side. Back to center. Heel toe those feet. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, side out, release. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push down to lift up. Exhale, hands to heart. Starting with those curtsy lunges. Second side. Find that balance. Move with the breath. Beautiful. Last one, hold it. We're going to pulse it for 10. Oh, we did 5. 5, 4, 3. 10 sounds good. 2, and 1. Come back to center. Those feet are parallel. We're back in our chair pose. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, pull those arms in for 10. This time we're going for 10. Move your feet a little bit closer. Just note the difference. Really building a lot of heat here. Last one. Come up to the top of your mat. Hands at your heart center. Arms alongside your body, chin towards your chest. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Filling yourself up bottom to top. Exhale, side out, release. Inhale, fill yourself up. Exhale, release. One more inhale. And exhale, grab your magic circle. There's no fluid way to do this, but here we are with our magic circle. We're going to start by squeezing our magic circle right at our hip. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Come up to the top of your mat. We're going to step back with the left foot. We're squeezing and releasing for 5, for 4, 3, right at the hip, 2, and 1. We're going to tap and back, tap and back, tap and back, tap and back, tap and back. Power up that front foot. Lift that knee up if you can. And hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Drop it down. Arms are up a little bit higher. We're going to step back second side. Squeeze that circle. Work your back body. We're just going to dip it down. Power up that front leg. And then we're going to tap it in, step it back. Tap it in, step it back. Tap it in, step it back. I forgot how many I did. Last one. Find that balance on that foot, and we're going to pulse. So we're adding a little bit of challenge here. Bring that ring up towards the sky. Come into, bring it around your head like an angel. Wings, and we're going to pulse it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I didn't realize how silly this looks. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll release that. Come on up to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, just side out, release. We're going to step back with the right foot, finding Virabhadrasana, one, warrior one. Bend into that front knee. Work to square those hips forward without tweaking. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Bend into that front knee. Weight in the outer edge of the back foot. And we're going to come into cactus as we bend and straighten. So as you come into cactus, think about that back body as though you have a pencil between your shoulder blades. You're really squeezing. Few more. Last one. Interlace the hands back behind you or just hold on back behind your sacrum. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Lean your body forward. Take a breath here, then release those arms. Circle it up. Maybe a little back bend. Come back through that same position. Release your arms. Power the feet. Open the heart. One more. And then come back to the center. Parallel that back foot. We're back in the lunge. Power up that back leg. Heel toe in the back front foot. And we're going to come into a little twist here. So a little twist. Nice. Maybe extend the leg. Maybe open the arms. Bring it back in. Drop it down. Arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Let that go. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Stepping back second side. Finding Virabhadrasana, one, warrior one. Make sure you have weight in that outer edge of the back foot. Reach the arms up. This make the shirts way too short these days. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale back to cactus. We're going to pull those arms in. So sort of like you're on a chest press at the gym. So we're in yoga, just moving with the breath. But feel that power. And then hands come back behind you. If it's too much to interlace, hands are on your hips. If not, interlace and move the fingers over one. Hinge your body forward over that leg as much as feels comfortable. Then release the hands. Sweep the arms up and over. Interlace again so you can really open the chest, the heart, and then hinge your body forward. Come all the way up. Last one. Open it up. Bring yourself to upright. Parallel that back foot. Power into that right leg. Heel toe in. Take a moment, even if you're just on the toe, find a little balance here. Then maybe you find a twist. Maybe you make it bigger. Maybe you stay where you are. Depends what works for you today. Release that. Bend your knees and just let it go. Let it go. Come back to the back of your mat. Hands at your heart center. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge your body forward. Walk yourself into downward facing dog, or if you don't like down dog, come back into your tabletop. And we're going to round our spine, shoot our body forward, find plank. So if you're in tabletop, you're just going to shift your body weight forward and back. If you're in down dog, we're in down dog. We're rounding ourselves as we're coming through cat. We're finding plank. Draw your abdominals in, lift those hips up. 3 more. Round your body forward, round, unravel yourself. Push the ground away, draw your abdominals in, and then come back. 2 more like that. Round yourself forward, and then push back. 1 more. Round yourself forward. This time when you push back, make your down dog a little bit shorter. If your hamstrings are tight, take those blocks underneath your hands. No strain, no stress here. You're going to walk yourself in as close as you need to be so that your heels go on the ground. We have blocks. Blocks have 3 heights. So please take the time to find the place that works for you. Work your feet as wide as the mat. You're going to place your hands into the center, and your right hand is going to go in the center, your left hand on the sacrum, right knee will bend. You're coming into a twist. Maybe you reach the arm up, maybe stays on your hips. Come back to center, other side, working that twist. Breathe into your side ribs, your intercostal muscles. Few more each side. Really feeling into your body. Use that block. Nice. Block so helpful here. Just elevates the rounds a little bit. And then we're going to come into Malasana squat pose. So this does not work for everybody. If you can't find Malasana, find those blocks stacked and come to sit on them. So you want to get the heels on the ground. If it doesn't work, stack up those blocks. If you can come into Malasana, I like to keep it a little bit high to keep myself really engaged also because my right hip is not so great. So we're going to take a breath here, inhale, and exhale, we're going to twist open. So you can sit down on those blocks, back to the center, twist it open, just opening the hips a little bit, back to center. If you can lift off just a little bit, engage the core, open up, back to center, open up, back to center. Straighten those legs. Use those blocks under the hands if you need to. Walk your feet back in. Come into your tabletop position. Toes come to touch, knees spread wide. Walk your hands out. Tent those fingertips. I like to tent them like little spiders and feel like I'm pulling them down towards my belly, activating the back body. And then walk the hands over towards the right side. Push away with the left hip. Come back to center and to the other side. Stretching it out. Come back to center. Come into our tabletop position. Extend your right leg back behind you. Right fingertips in front of you. Again, I like to tent my fingertips and pull. They're not moving. It's isometric. Pull my fingers towards my toes towards my fingers. That activates the lower abdominals. Lift it up. Take a breath. And we're going to move the leg away from the arm away from the leg. You can have the hand down. Takes a while to get this. Really challenging the balance. And then your hand comes down. We're going to lift that leg up out to the side and back behind you. Look towards that toe as you cross it over. Open it up. Look, so it doesn't have to be big. Keep it engaged. Few more. And then come back to the center. Opposite arm comes out, elbow towards knee. Squeeze it in. Feel that core firing. Nice. Last one. Hold it here, hold it here, hold it here. And release. Shake those hips side to side to side. Side to side to side. Walk your hands, one hand at the head of you. Shift your body weight forward. Engage your abdominals. We're going to come into 5 tricep push-ups. The elbows are in towards you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way down to the ground. Come all the way down to the ground. Onto your belly. Have your hands alongside of your chest area. Extend those legs long. 10 toenails on the ground. Push your pubic bone into the ground. Draw your shoulder blades together. Come into low cobra. Maybe release hands, release legs. Notice it's hard to breathe here. One more breath. Exhale all the way down. Push yourself back into a brief child's pose position. This time, maybe the knees come to touch. Release your head. If the head doesn't reach, take the block, place it underneath your head. Just let your head rest because we've got the second side. And then come back up, find yourself in tabletop position. Again, set yourself up. So see if you can really get those lower abdominals to engage. They're what's going to stabilize you as you move the hands away from the leg away from the hand. Doesn't have to be big. Last one, hand comes down. That leg's going to go across and look towards it. And then open. Last one here. Knees come in. Okay, guys. Another round of push-ups. Open your arms out to the side. Hinge your body forward. I know usually I'm more yoga. This time a little bit more strength and Pilates. We'll do 5 here. And then drop yourself down. Arms go long. Legs open up. We're going to come into that Pilates swim. So let's just start. Make sure those legs are extended. Pelvis is down. Protect your lower back. We're going to reach right arm, left leg. Drop it back down. Left arm, right leg. Bring it back down. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. 2 more. Lift everything up. Swim it out. Swim it out. Look forward and down. Try not to look at me. I know you guys all know this. Last one here. Hands come down. Come on to those knees. Come onto your hands and knees. So we're going to come into scapular push-up. So I'm actually going to sit. Let's see how I can show everybody. So we're moving our shoulder blades. Your elbows are not bending. We're going to do it down on the ground. So I'm just moving my shoulder blades forward and back, forward and back. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. Same thing. You're dropping your chest in, pulling those shoulder blades apart and together. The scapular push-ups without bending the elbow. A little hard to get, but you'll feel that back body, those shoulder blades working. Last one here. And then come back, find the place between those 2 positions. We're going to extend our right leg behind us, bend the knee, and we're going to lift it up. We're going for 10, 9, 8, 7, little glute work, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open the hip out to the side. Now, option here is to lift yourself up into down dog with that open hip. Just an option. If you're here, make little circles. If not, stay on the ground. So that's why we start here. Stay on the ground, make little circles, opening the hip. And then bring yourself back to center. Maybe you unravel yourself a little bit, grab on and come up. I just missed that. Come into a little balance, opening your chest, pulling that leg in towards you, picking just an opening. This is just a stretch. And then drop that, release that. Shake your hips side to side to side, side to side to side. Coming to second side, we're going to start with that knee bend. Take a second and try to square those hips. Bend the knee, work those glutes. And then open that hip out to the side, sort of like your dog at the fire hydrant. And then tuck your toe under. No pretty way to describe this. See if you want to open the hip up, push the ground away, make little circles, little circles, little circles. And then bring yourself back down. Come back into your tabletop position. Walk your hands, one hand length ahead of you. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up. We're in down dog again. If you don't like down dog, just meet me at the back of your mat. We're going to walk our hands towards our feet. Bend your knees and roll yourself up to stand. Roll yourself up to stand. Roll yourself up to stand. So I'm going to come into the center of the room. I think everyone can see me. We're going to turn to face in this direction. I've got to just watch the zoom here. We're going to turn out with the front foot. So we have this approximately heel to arch alignment. If that doesn't feel good in your body, you may want to be your heel to heel. Bend into that front leg. Reach those arms out. Feel like you're squeezing those inner thighs together so you're really active and engaged here. And then forget everything. Just move with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Syncing the breath with the movement. Maybe even closing your eyes here, making a moving meditation. 2 more. Last one. Hold those arms out. We're going to reach forward Drop down with the backhand. Flip it up and over. Stretch. And then lean the body forward. Just find your elbow on the knee. Reach up and over. If you'd like, you can make it a little deeper by having your hands come onto the ground. If that's too much, your hands on your leg. So just flowing with your breath, trying to keep that front knee back. Then inhaling and exhale. Just feel your body move in space. Last one. Come back to the warrior two. Lean your body forward. Opposite arm may come up. This is too much. Release from it. We're working those obliques. Holding it here. And then come back to the center. Straighten that front leg. I like to heel toe in my back foot. Let's do it again. Place your hands on your hip and just, you're going to move that hip back and in a little. So we're preparing to come into triangle. It's a little hip hinge. Reach your arm out. Feel those obliques working. Pull it in. Doing a lot of oblique work. I guess that's the theme of the day. Last one. Reach it out. Reach forward. Keep your chest open. Let your hand fall wherever it does. Maybe it's on your side. Maybe it's on the ground. Maybe it's in between. Other arm comes up. We're in a triangle pose. So it can be very lifted. You want length underneath and above. So we're not looking for, your toes are there. You don't have to touch them. Just find that length in your body. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. And then reach up, back to the center. Hands fist at your sternum. I think I'm going to stay this way. Hope they can see me. So we're going to bend our knees, round our spine, and then open it up. Extend those hands. Round your spine, draw your abdominals in. And open. 2 more. Round your spine. And open. Last one. And open it back up. Hands at your heart center. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge your body forward. Walk your hands out. If you have the blocks, they're nice to put under your hands. We're coming into a wide leg downward facing dog. So I'm going to grab my blocks to demonstrate. We're in wide leg downward facing dog. Weight is really in the heels. We're just coming into a little stretch here. And if you want to play with it, you can hinge body forward and back a little. One more breath here. And then we're going to walk our hands in, place them on your sacrum to protect your lower back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, come all the way up. Stay that way. I'm going to turn this way. I hope you can see me. We're going to open the feet out to the side, bend the knees. You can turn with me too. So we're coming into our God and Goddess pose. We've got a God in our class today, so it's not just goddesses today. We're going to bend and straighten a few times, moving with our breath. And then when you're ready, if you'd like, that exhale, release. Inhale, exhale, really working those inner thighs. Inhale, exhale, moving with the breath. Last one. Hold it here. See if you can find a little deeper squat. Hands push together, and then come all the way up to stand. Heel toe in your feet. Give the knees a little shake, shoulders a little roll. And then we're just going to step back and turn ourselves to the side so we can come into our warrior two on the second side. You're going to bend into that front knee. Really think about engaging those inner thighs. Reach those arms out. Drop your shoulders down your back. And then move. Just move. Whatever you'd like to do with your arms is perfect. Moving with your breath. Just make the breath the most important part of this. I like to close my eyes here. Little moving meditation. Last one, holding it here. Start to hinge forward and then drop the arm. Reach up and over. Stretch. Breathe into those side ribs. And then we're going to hinge our body forward. Hand may be on the thigh, hand may be on the ground. Wherever you are, reach up. Feel that energy between your heel and your fingertips. And then sink it back. Moving with your breath. Straight legs straight to this lateral. We don't do a lot of this lateral flexion. Very good for us. And we're working our obliques. Last one here. This option is to reach up and over. So make sure it doesn't go into your lower back. Keep that tail tucked under a little. Nice. You guys look too good. We could stay for the rest of the class. One more breath. Straighten that front leg. We're going to come into triangle. So I heel toe my back foot in. That's my warrior two stance is too much for me. So I'm going to hinge and release. I'm trying to keep length. Really try to keep that length. And then if you reach that arm out, you'll feel those obliques working. They're stabilizing you here. Mine are showing because they make the shirts too short now. Here we go. Reach out, drop your hand down. You're opening the chest. Don't worry about touching your toes. Reach that up to the sky. Find that length. Maybe you sink down a little deeper. Whatever works for you. One more breath here. Feel into your body. And then bend the knee. Come back through warrior two. Come back to parallel. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale. Little side lean. Back to center. Side lean to the other side. Back to center. Heel toe in your feet. Turn to face the front. Wow, that one's fast. All right. So we're going to come on to our toes. I do this every class. We're going to come on to our toes, and we're just going to come into the little Pilates prance. So we're working into our feet a little bit. If you'd like a challenge, that ring is over your head, and you're pulsing it. You can keep the elbows bent or not. So we're trying to find a little coordination between the arms, between the legs. My head is cut off in the Zoom, right, Nancy? Trying to find a little coordination, working those feet. And then place that ring at the side. We're just going to work a little bit each side. Squeeze. Look for your mats. Mat on one side. Hold, 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 hold. And release other side. Push it in, release. Last one, hold. And release, get rid of that magic circle. Come on to the toes. Bend the knees, see if you can come on down, come on down, come on down, come on down, come on down. If you can, hands at your heart. Fingers are in front of you. Walk your fingers over to the right side. Back to center and to the left side. Back to center. Come on down to sit. Come down to sit. Move the fleshy part out from underneath your sitting bones. Place your hands alongside of you. If you want, you can place your hands on the block. You really want to push into those hands. We're going to come into just Dandasana staff pose. So I'll demonstrate with the block. Your hands are back behind you. Or otherwise, if you don't have the blocks, your hands are alongside your body. You're drawing those shoulder blades down a little. Drop your chin towards your chest. You should feel a big stretch behind your neck. Legs are extended, just finding that Dandasana. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Make little semicircles with the neck. Little semicircles. And then lift your head up. We're going to draw in your left foot. I like to take my hands behind me, lift myself up, and bring myself closer to that leg. You want to have yourself as torso as tall as it can be. Reach your arms up. We're going to twist towards that bent knee. Draw it across your body. Flex the opposite leg. And then come back to center. We're going to twist opposite direction. Come back to center. Drop that heel open so your opposite leg is long. Come onto your sitting bones. Lift your chest and just twist. And then if you like, hinge forward, but my favorite saying in yoga is not about touching your toes. It's what you learn on the way down. So just notice what the restriction is. Is it your hamstring, your hip? Just let yourself release. If it's too much, bend that knee a little. Just let your head go. Not to hold tension, just to release. And then when you're ready, we're going to come up to sit. We're going to bend that knee just like how we started class. So we're in our mermaid position. My right hip is always hiked here. We're going to reach up and over and then to the other side. You can stay with this or move into that same motion we did at the beginning of class, stretching that hip flexor. We can stay with this or we can just work those legs a little bit more one more time and kick it out. Then working that core. Last one. Come back to center. Extend your legs long. You're going to bend, come into the second side. So you're bending that knee. Up. I'm on the first side again. If you want to lift yourself forward a little, if it helps you to be a little bit more upright. So we're really looking for length in that torso. If you can drop that hip down. And then we're going to twist. So twist yourself towards that bent knee. Back to center and to the other side. Back to center. We're going to open that knee up. Find length. Find a little twist. And then decide if you want to fold over or not. So look for that length. Look for that twist. And then maybe you fold over. Maybe you stay upright. Just breathe wherever you are. And then come back to the upright when you're ready. Bend that knee. We're going to reach up and over to that mermaid position. Moving with your breath. And then decide where you want to take it. So it's really up to you. What will feel good in your body? What do you want to work? Do you want to stretch? If you'd like to take it up, really kick through that foot. And then bring it down. Whatever works here. One more. And then back to the center. We're running out of time here. So we're going to have your hands alongside you. Bring your right knee in, your left knee in. Hold on back behind. Lift your chest. See if you can lift everything up. One more breath. Nice. And then bend your knees. Roll yourself down. Come to find yourself on your back. Have your feet come as wide as the mat. Feet as wide as the mat. And then let's rock our knees side to side to side. So have your knees bent, soles of feet on the ground, side to side. Changing the music here, hopefully not messing up the Zoom. Moving side to side to side. And then when you're ready, draw your knees in towards your chest. Knees in towards chest. Rock side to side to side. Release your lower back. Side to side. And if you'd like to come into happy baby, holding on, opening those legs a little, holding on to soles of the feet or whatever feels good to you, or whatever would feel good in your body right now. And then when you're ready, draw your knees in towards your chest. Hug yourself into a really, really small ball. Exhale all the air out of your body and then release yourself down onto the mat. Your feet flap open, your arms open wide. And just give yourself a few moments here just to ride the waves of your breath. Feel your chest rise and feel it fall. Feel your body rise and feel feel it fall. Feel that breath flowing through your body. And then keeping your body perfectly still. Really just focus on that breath and just notice if you feel just a little bit more connected to it than at the beginning of class. Notice if it's flowing just a little bit more easily. And then just keeping that body perfectly still, begin to deepen your breath. Maybe shake your head side to side. Maybe touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Maybe release your jaw by moving it side to side to side. And then start to make some small movements with your physical body. Maybe rolling your fingers around your wrists, your ankles. And then maybe making those movements a little bit bigger. Finally, stretching yourself in two directions, reaching up and out like you're waking up in the morning, and then maybe reaching side to side here. And then staying where you are if you'd like. Knees in towards chest. Again, take a moment, rock yourself side to side to side. And then finally falling onto one of your sides, right or left side body, resting in a fetal position. And then when you're ready, trying to keep your eyes closed, using the strength of your arms, come on up to sit. Hands at your heart center, chin towards your chest. Honoring yourself, your inner teacher, your inner light, your inner guide. And as always, I thank you for the opportunity to lead your class. So I end my class all the time, same mantra. I'm not going to change it. I know it's boring, but I love it. If you'd like, repeat after me. May I be happy.
May I be